It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready? 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Panther 11!
On first down, Thomas. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Thomas. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Eagles at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came into this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Thomas airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Thomas. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Tiger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught, Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Thomas. This is caught. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. Now Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. There's Wilson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. first down. Wilson. And check down complete to Hall. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Moore, the man in motion. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. On the counter, it's Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with career touchdown number 60. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we could capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Throwing again, Thomas. This is Smith with a grab. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Looking to throw. Thomas. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Eagles! Chris Watkins from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Ready, ready.
Play action. It's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw on second and 10. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Thomas. He's got a man. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 39 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Thomas. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Thomas. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there, and now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. This time Wilson will throw. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Oh, good move. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Off the bootleg, Thomas. And this one complete to Smith. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Back to throw. Thomas. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. A give running left, it's Sanders. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Thomas. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
It's a second down run with Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Thomas. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And his kick is indeed good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thomas, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. To throw is Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off the play fake. Thomas. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, 28 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action now. Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Running right, here's Sanders. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Thomas. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to have a third down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Thomas from the gun on third down. He's got Watkins on the out route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Here's Thomas on 1st and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career. And he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Thomas. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson flushed out right, and that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Thomas, he's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Thomas. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. One last shot for Wilson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From the 10. Just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for the Eagles, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below